designing a wireframe, I want to keep in mind what people are going to see on the display when they first get to my web page or click on a particular page. So here we're working on an about page, and with this I want to make sure that the most important stuff is going to show on someone's monitor. So what do I mean? So I'm going to click the play button here because Figma lets us see what this might look like if it were an actual website. So let's kind of click play or present, and this shows me, and I should probably bring this down a little bit. Uh, this shows you, this is kind of what would appear. This is what would appear on somebody's screen if they had clicked on my About page. So I want to design so that most people will see the most important work here. And let me show you how I figure out how big to make this and how I go about using it. So first of all, I am going to go to this particular site, which gives stats about screen resolutions in different time periods. So right now, the most recent one is January 2023. And what I can see is about half of the people have screen resolutions that are above 1920 by 1080. Got about 18% with 1920 by 1080, and about 18% that have 1366 by 768. So this tells me that about 84% of people's displays will be this size or bigger, 1366 by 768. And I want to design my site so that 84% of the people are going to be able to see my most important content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a page, and as I was working on this with some students, I'll draw a rectangle that is that size, that 1366 by 768. So that's this pink thing here. So that is the size that most people will be able to see when they click on this page. So I just want to make sure that I am within this boundary. I don't have to use the whole boundary, but I want to make sure that I am inside of that boundary. So this just helps me with design to know how big to make something or how small to make it. And once I have things placed how I like them, then I can just turn it off and I don't have to worry about it anymore. But I find it really useful to have this rectangle, and I like to name it 1366 by 768 so that later I can easily find it. Because if you just have things that are like rectangle 14, rectangle 12, I don't know what they are, but this one I know exactly what it is, and then I can easily turn it off and I don't have to look at it again.